In this video, I'm going to show you how to install your custom LUTs within your Sony cameras that has the availability to do it so that you can see how your image is going to look in camera to make your life easier. I'm also going to show you how to fix the error when it gives you if you use the LUT and it doesn't want to let it just put in camera to make your life easier so that you can actually upload it and be able to use it the right way. And finally, I'm going to show you how I use it for myself when it comes down to doing my videography to use my custom LUTs in camera to get everything as close as possible to the perfect image so that in post-processing, it doesn't take me as long and I can produce content faster. So the first things first is we're going to go into my computer to show you how you need to do it for yourself so that you can get everything going to get your custom LUTs from your computer onto your SD card into your camera. The first thing is that you're going to want to do is format your files on your camera. I know it's scary, but you're gonna have to do that to just make it easier for this one little folder that needs to be whenever you open the SD card on your computer to put the custom LUT into it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. So for myself, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the media, do the format, erase everything, and be good to go, format it complete. Now from there, we just gotta take out our SD card and we're gonna put it into our computer. So for myself, I already have my converted LUTs that I usually use for myself, but I'm gonna show you how I made them as well, just to make life easier for yourself. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and open up this little untitled folder where you're gonna see it says private. So if you go right here, you're gonna go to the Sony section right there, down to the Pro, and then it'll say LUT. So in this section is where you're going to want to add the LUT that you want to use. So for myself, I already have one that's basically my day and night LUT that I use for myself, that if you like it, it's in the description down below if you want to support the channel that way. But I already converted it with a Rec 709 with my custom LUT with it so that it can go inside my camera. So all I would do is just go ahead and drag it and put it into the LUT section and it'll be in there. So now all I would have to do is the following to make sure that I can, put it on my camera if you already have the LUT made and everything like that. So now that we have our SD with a custom LUT inside of it, we're gonna go ahead and put it in there. And the first thing that you're gonna do is whenever you're into your video stuff, you can just go ahead and go into your color tone area. You can do the select and then manage user's LUT. So import edit, and it should give you a section right here where you can import it. I already have mine imported right there. But we're gonna do user number 5, and then there is my LUT that I have. So I'm gonna just click OK again. It says import the LUT file to user 5, okay. And it is now imported. And it's simple as that. So if you have the custom LUT that already works out and it doesn't give you an error, you're good to go. You can go ahead, set it up for your user, whatever you wanna do for, using it in your camera. How I usually do it whenever I'm, shooting or anything like that, I have my, camera set up for S-Log 3, and then I just select my LUT that I want to use. So I have usually that LUT that I just I put it on user 1. So I'm going to show you right here. So if you see it, I have all my user settings. So if I go back into the menu section, you can go now to the select LUT area right there. So just make sure that you are, shooting into just video and be able to good to go for the color tone. So some people have to do, if you want to do like the picture profile right off the bat and then do your select LUTs. I just did the nice, I think it's like the flexible ISO kind of scenario, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So I have it set right there. And if I want to move it around, it just, have the different ones. So if you have, let's say, your nice little LUT that you're wanting to use, let's just pretend that I'm going to use this one right here. And I want to put it into my LUT because I already have one done. Let's pretend that that's it. I'm going to go and export it, my little LUT, and put it into my camera. So now that we're here, we're gonna try to import it, and more than likely there's gonna be a error message right here because it's just this one, and then I'm gonna put OK, and it says this file cannot be loaded. If it gives you this message of the file that cannot be loaded, you're gonna follow this process to basically just get everything done correctly so that the file size will work for your LUT to be able to be put into your Sony camera. So the first thing that you're gonna do is go into Photoshop. We're gonna go into new file. I'm just gonna do a custom. This one that I have right here is 3840 by 2160, which is a 4K kind of style. I do 16-bit, never really notice if it makes a difference or not. And then I just hit create. So now from here, you have two options. So if I already have my LUT that makes sense that it's gonna work out because it's the colors that I want and everything, all I would do is I would go down here, hit this section where I can go to color lookup. Then from there, I hit the load 3D LUT. And then from there, let's pretend that it's just a day and night LUT right here. So I put it in there. Next thing I do is go to File and then go to Export, Color Lookup Tables. Right here in the description, I just put whatever it is. So it's day and night LUT. And then I'm gonna just select all and copy it because it'll help you out for the next step. In the grid points, just select the medium. So if you click here, it has poor, low, medium, high, maximum. More than likely your file was too big. So we're just gonna go with medium. It's 33. I just only keep the cube file, press OK. Then you can go into the section you wanna save it. So let's pretend I wanna save it there. I would just paste it there and then hit save. Since I already have it saved, I'm not gonna save it just to skip that step. But let's pretend that you don't have it right now, that you want to make your own with the Rec 709, conversion, and as well with, your LUT. So what I would do right here, is go to the same section, color lookup, put the first one, and now we're gonna go to load, and we're gonna go to our Rec 709 file that we have right here is basically to convert it. So we put that one first, and then I go into my color lookup again, get the next one over to basically stack them up. Then from there, I just, get my day and night LUT. From there, I just go ahead, do the same process that I did earlier. I just go to the export tab and then go to the color lookup tables. And then you save it the same way. This one you can do like, Rec 709 to, day and night LUT for Sony. And then select all copy, same thing, grid points, hit OK. Once you're there, you just hit like that, and then you would save it. And after you're done with saving it, you just would put it into the same thing whenever it comes down to having your SD card slot. You tend to put it back in there, go into the folder for the LUT section, save it in there, and go through the camera motions just to save it if in case it didn't work out beforehand whenever you're trying to create it for yourself and everything. But after you have it all saved into your camera, now you're able to use it and make the videos that you want to see within the camera so you can see that everything is correct. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown on how I go about it for myself, just so you can see a little bit of an example. And that's pretty much it when it comes down to it. So if you're only looking for a quick solution, hopefully that helped you out. But here are the examples of how I use it for myself to get everything in camera as well as possible. And that's pretty much it. So here's an example. So how I would essentially just record myself would be this way. I would look inside my screen right area and I would just go, okay, you know what, if I want to change, maybe the Kelvin to be a little bit warmer because maybe it's a little bit shady. It starts to look good in camera. So that way when I go over here to just kind of pretend like I'm talking or something, you can kind of see a little bit of how I would film myself. And it helps me see things a lot smoother due to having the custom LUTs in my camera to be able to see how the colors will render out so that I can get as close as possible in camera. So when I go into post, I'm not having to tinker with too much, but just more, do a quick color grade so I can, put my videos a lot out faster. But that's pretty much how I do it. But that's how I go about into making my own custom LUTs to put into my Sony cameras, and as well as basically correcting my LUT that isn't working because maybe the file had an error when I was trying to import it into my Sony cameras using Photoshop. So hopefully this video helps you out, and if you have any questions that I might have not answered or you want to know a little bit more details of, leave a comment down below and I'd be happy to help you out to make sure that you can use your cameras at the best that you can, since they have some cool features and might as well use them all. But with all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, share this video with a friend. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.